Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.
I just want to share with you an incident, or rather, a couple of incidents that have happened. Okay, and this involves Indians. Now, for those of you who do not know, I'm an Indian passport holder, but I've hardly been in India. So it's kind of easy for me to distance myself from political parties or any way of thinking or agenda or religious or cultural or traditional norms. Okay, and please, I would like you to give me your opinion in the comment section below and tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, now even before you get on the defensive, oh, he's painting 1 billion people, listen to what I have to say and then you give me your comments. So I created this WhatsApp group initially, which I titled as Group 2. Okay, and I'd invited people from YouTube or anyone who follows me join in. So many Indian young boys and girls joined. Some were slightly older. Okay, they joined. Majority are Indians who follow my channel. Okay, some people from Africa, UK. Fine, I told them, you have an option, you want to join this group or... So people joined. Okay, now initially the topics that were being discussed, you know, the excitement, economy, self-improvement, which books to read, where to travel, job opportunities. Fine, initially the excitement was there. Very soon, I don't know how or where it started, one guy started posting about India, the COVID situation and this, and before you know it, he put COVID. One other guy put, oh, the government is mishandling this. Then this guy, he was talking the BJP. Then this guy said, oh, what do you mean BJP? Then they started the food fight. Okay, started. BJP guys came together, non-BJP guys came together, and they started, oh, your government did that, your political party did that. And it would have been okay if it was just like for a few hours. Okay, this has continued for days. Not only days, I think it has gone to even weeks, whereby the number of posts, let's say for example, I'll give you a rough example, 100 posts are there, 100. 98 or 99 of those 100 posts will be about religion or about political party. You know, like BJP is good, another BJP is bad, Congress is good, Congress is bad, Hindus are good, Hindus are bad, Muslims are good, Muslims are bad. They don't stop. And you're talking of youngsters, not youngsters, age group from 18, even 17, some are even 16. From that age up to even 50. Okay, but the most active are the ones from 18 till 30. Okay, 30, that's the age group that is the most active. They will start, let's say for example, morning when they get up until it's time to sleep, the messages are flowing. And you're not talking of anything educational, you're talking of arguments, you're talking of food fights and this and that. And what they're doing is, one guy will say love jihad, another guy will say Hindus killed Muslims, then one guy will put Muslim raped his daughter, Then one guy wrote Hindu who was a pedophile. It goes on, it never stops. They'll give news which was 5 years old, 10 years old. Okay. So you're talking of 2,000 roughly messages a day. Okay, fine. Now, what I did is, I was personally fed up, so I created a separate group and I told these guys who don't want this food fight and this nonsense, come to this group. So around 20, 30 joined away. There were some of them were Indians. They were tired of this. We discussed what has to be done. And finally we decided we'll go back to that core group and we will tell them that we'll create a new group where only Indian politics and Indian and no holds bar. You can say whatever you like. Okay. So roughly as of now, where I created this yesterday, 30, 40, whatever, I've joined. But this is where I got really disturbed. And this is the part which I want to share with you. Until now I told you, right? They are, food fights and insulting each other. In this new group, because anything goes, the amount of activity that is there is unbelievable. It's like there's no time to breathe. They're literally sending messages. You know, when you type a message, you have to put your attention. Just imagine if the whole day you're on the phone sending messages. What work are you doing? How can you work if you're just constantly sending messages? How can you focus on creating a masterpiece? How can you study? How can you contribute to your future? How can you build a legacy if you're on the WhatsApp sending? And that also nothing worthwhile. There's no intellectual discussion. There's no worthwhile discourse. It is just slapping each other with shit. They're talking love jihad or terrorist or ISIS or then I was shocked to see even a grown-ass man in his 40s who has traveled abroad, but Indian guy, is telling a 17-year-old boy, I know you're a Muslim. Okay, this Hindu guy who was in his 40s or 50s, I think he's in his 50s, a family man in his 50s, is telling this 17-year-old boy, okay, hey everyone, this guy is a Muslim and he is anti-India and this and that. The boy is an Indian. I don't know which religion, never asked him. He's saying he's anti-Indian, whatever. And then this boy said, no, I'm Hindu. I just read a few bits. And then he's saying, okay, say Jai Shri Ram. Say Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram, for those of you who don't know, is say, Hail Lord Ram. A Muslim, will only pray to Allah. Just imagine the mentality of a 50-year-old man to bully a 17-year-old boy and tell him, okay, you're a Muslim, right? Say Jai Shri Ram. Now, this is not to alienate Hindus versus Muslims. He could have been a Muslim. He could have done. There are Muslims, Hindus, there are Christians, there are all religions have their psychos, but I've never seen so much of poison, never seen so much of madness, chaos, stupidity, unbelievable toxicity in Indians as much as I saw in those few hours of creating that group. One side is taking one newspaper that slams the BJP and they'll only talk shit about BJP. The other side will talk shit only about Congress just to see how they would react. I just sent one post. Oh my goodness, it's like putting petrol on fire. Everyone jumps in and they fight with each other. And just imagine, today's generation is addicted to their choice of the media, and the media is running the narrative. If it's a Congress-based media, it'll only have Congress-based theme, means supporting Congress and hating the BJP. If it is a BJP-themed media, they will only support the BJP and speak only evil about Congress. These young boys, these young girls, instead of studying, instead of focusing on their career, yeah, some will say, yeah, I'm working at the same time doing. No, this doesn't add any value. You're still wasting, on an average, I assume, they're spending 6 hours a day on social media. I wanted to understand the psychology of these youngsters. I am so disturbed. I am so shocked. I just thought it is maybe youngsters are lost. Even these adults, a 50-year-old man can say something like. In fact, I remember one young Indian boy once even posted on my YouTube channel when I spoke about rape in India. Fake account. I know he's a young man with the way he types. They have this slang. The guy was saying these girls deserve to be raped. We have to teach them a lesson because they're not dressing up proper. We have to teach them a lesson. If you search on YouTube, you'll get these Indian men, young Indian men from the village who actually proudly say on TV, yeah, we have to rape them to teach them a lesson. These girls have to be raped. There are people who, if a boy and girl is walking, they'll come with a gang. Who is this? Why are you holding our hand? The moral policing. And girls also are not innocent. Girls are like, they'll act innocent, but they will try to sweet talk a guy to get cash, or they'll fake some news, or he tried to take advantage of me. We have seen this. India is, whenever I hear India is going to be the next superpower, what superpower? What great nation? What is a nation? A nation is the sum total of its own people. If your own people they don't have unity, what great nation? It's like having an army going to a war and your army is fighting with each other. How will you win the war? And then I remember there was one Muslim person, I don't know who the person is, one Pakistani in that group. I really was wondering why this Pakistani guy wants to be in this group, because they'll all gang up on him, that is what I predicted. And exactly that happened. All of them ganged up on him and thrashed him and made fun of him, and Pakistan is shit, and Imran Khan is this, and Muslims are that, and all of them versus one Muslim Pakistani, one. And I don't know, I didn't read the thread or anything. I guess this person wanted to have a discourse, discussion. But what discussion? It's a good thing I've kept rules. Otherwise, these guys will start using bad words. Teri maa ki, tere behan ke, tere father, your mother, your sisters, and that also private parts. And what superpower India? If I have a family and everyone in my family is fighting with each other, can this family succeed? If you're going for a war and you have 100 people and all 100 are fighting with each other, can you win the war? India is such a mess. It's not India. Fine, India has the resources, but the mentality of the people is so sad. It's so backward. It's so suffocating. In my life, for the first time, I was like this, I was really, I couldn't take the messages. But I just ignored. I was like, let them have an outlet and do their shit. I was speaking to one man who's an investor, he's a multimillionaire. He also has witnessed a little bit of these groups. He told me, Loy, he's saying when I have to answer something on the phone, I have to stop doing what work I'm doing to answer that message. It takes 3 to 5 minutes of my time to send a few lines. He's saying these boys, these Indian boys, they are active the whole day on this WhatsApp, whole day. How much of time is being spent on this? What are they going to achieve in life? In fact, the 1 month, if they spent on this, what education did they study? What new skill did they master? What, which opportunity is knocking on their door? What are they going to be? WhatsApp PhDs? WhatsApp general CEO of WhatsApp group? Who's going to come to their rescue tomorrow? They don't have a job, or why Narendra Modi is going to come down. Oh, you supported my political party on WhatsApp. Here, take 1 million to study. Oh, you don't have a job. Hey, give him a job. The passion and furor, the obsession, the anger, the rage, the dedication that they have towards their political party, towards their religion, towards arguing and fighting. Had they the same towards their career and towards education and learning, it would have been something great. Instead, they are WhatsApp certified, Google certified, PhD holders, experts to argue on politics. 16-year-old, 17-year-old, even 50-year-old. Whole day there. Anyway. I don't know what to say. And if you criticize anything of India, the only answer is you're anti-national, or you're a traitor, or what about rape in America, or what about corruption in Africa? Yeah, okay, so if rape is there, it's okay for rape to happen in India. Okay, corruption is there in Africa, so it's okay, cool, let it happen in India. Then they'll ask, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Boss, I need to take care of my own family, my own livelihood. That's why I don't send messages and waste time with all these groups. But you're doing it, right? Your family has enough food. You have enough money in the bank. Your career is sorted out. You're respected by the corporate world, the industry. Nothing, you're a nothing and nobody. You're a fucking, not in a reception, not in an office boy. Nobody would even give you peanuts. Then what are you talking? And especially these young boys who talk, oh, these girls have to be raped. Oh, these Muslims have to be killed. Oh, these Hindus have to... It's so poisonous. Oh, goodness. And you're talking of people who are normal. If you would look at their Facebook profile, their family people, and they're talking like this. This girl deserves to be raped. You should teach her a lesson. Oh, if nobody was watching, I would have raped her. And oh, these Muslims have to kill. Okay, say Jai Shri Ram. Or say Allah. What? This is the level of poison that is there with our Indian youth, with our Indian public. People say India is going to be the next superpower. That's why on LinkedIn, currently, if you see, I've been commenting on LinkedIn. One guy put a drawing of Hanuman, monkey god. And he put Jai Hanuman. So I put the comment. I said, LinkedIn is reduced to sharing religious symbols of mythical creatures and praying instead of professional networking. What nonsense is this? I put that. Oh my goodness. People, oh, shut your mouth, you barking dog. I don't mind. Say how much you want. Oh, Hanuman moved this mountain he carried, and oh, what do you know, Hindu mythology. You're saying mythology. Today, even big multinationals, they drink cow urine and have bath in cow dung because it's preventing diseases. And they gave a scientific paper on this. Educated people on LinkedIn. This is India for you. And like I told you, I'm not saying the whole of India. Majority. Like they say, it takes a few to cause destruction of many. Hitler's army, and Hitler was one man and his army was small. But see how he made a blind this thing of the whole of the country. Even political parties small, but see how they influence such a large group. I'm just honestly, that's why I know this sounds like really rude when I say it, but I'm kind of glad that I'm not in India. I don't know how I would have survived given my views and all that. Maybe someone would throw stones or harm my child or break my house or set things on fire from some political party and say anti-national or have an FIR or anyway, that is why intellects, that's why people are educated, that's why people with a promising future and talent, they're saying I need to grow, I need to get out of India. Not because they hate India, because they have to deal with people like this. Like I said, India as a nation will be identified with its people. Its people is its content, its quality. If the people itself are messed up, how can you win a tournament or a sporting event if your team members are not united? Cricket, they love cricket, right? All the players have to be united, right? I think that's the only place where unity is there, only in a cricket match. But there also, the loyalty is there as long as the team is winning. When the team loses, they abuse their mother, father, threaten them, kill them. That's how a typical Indian mentality is. Just like this British hooligans, some of them. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. You let me know if I'm right or wrong. I'm open to your criticism. You guys take care.